Hey everybody, my name is Rydo, and today we will be starting a series on a horror point and click adventure game called I Have No Mouth and I Must Scream. This is a game that was based on a book by the same name. If you buy this on Steam, you actually, in the bonus content, if you search the folder, are given a PDF of the original book, which is basically going to be a pretty useful walkthrough, I would assume. This came out in 1995, so you're talking at least 11-year-old game. It would only be playable thanks to this wonderful engine or virtual machine called the Scum VM, which is what you're looking at right now. That is, Scum stands for the Script Creation Utility for Maniac Mansion. A lot of point and click adventure games use that, and this is a virtual machine that runs those. Oddly, though, I Have No Mouth and I Must Scream actually doesn't even run on that engine. It runs on a Saga engine, which is different, but they still worked on it. Apparently, it was similar enough that they could get it to work. So the only reason it works for is because of Scum VM. The only reason you can buy it on Steam is because of a company called Night Dive Studios. Now, the interesting thing about Night Dive Studios, who re-released this game in 2013, is they didn't really work on the game at all. They didn't make it. They really didn't even do anything to make it run appropriately, in my opinion, in my experience at least, because if you hit play in the Steam version, it doesn't work. It goes to a full screen mode that chops off a big portion of the top of the screen. It's only been out for 3 years now. I'm recording this in 2016, and it doesn't work. So why should you benefit a company like Night Dive Studios if the only work that they can actually possibly do is fix the game so it works? And what they did to fix the game was use somebody else's work, the Scum VM team's work, who are not related to Night Dive Studios, to my knowledge, at all, because everything there is open sourced. And they don't even do that one thing that they could have possibly done right. I don't know. I mean, how do you even make that argument? This is a terrifying thing. We're into a horror aspect before we've even started the game. By the way, this game is going to be rated 18 plus for just psychological and thematic horror things. It's not for kids. It is an 11-year-old game, and so the graphics aren't going to be super explicit, but it is probably too much in the lines of dialogue and themes for kids. Also, Harlan Ellison. I read some of his books after I first played this game, and they were, in my opinion, full of cussing and not really that good. I Have No Mouth but I Must Scream is one of his stories, but several other elements of his other stories actually get integrated into the game to help the game be a little bit longer. It's not super long even at that. But to get back to Night Dive Studio, they're about to release a remaster of System Shock. And I hope they do a lot more work, and they hope they do a lot better job. I think they will. The demos that they've given out have certainly shown that, but it's definitely scary when why would you want to ever buy from a company again when you buy something from them and it just doesn't work? So let's move forward. That was too long an intro. So if you buy this on Steam, effectively what I recommend you do, or if you just have this because you have the floppy disk files still around, it's real easy to find the files and just keep them on a hard drive. If you go to Scum VM, there's a game called Beneath a Steel Sky that's just been made free. A lot of these games are so old they should just be free. The companies that designed them are out of business. The companies that published them are out of business. So it's not like you're really supporting the artist there. It's not like they're going to make another version of the game. Uh, it's real hard in my mind to justify that. But either if you get the files by buying it through Steam, that way you have it in your Steam library, which is why I got it. It makes it nice and easy to say, I know I can always download these files again through Steam. Even if you get it that way. I'd recommend you go to ScumVM, just Google it. I think it's scumvm.org, but I'm not certain. Here, maybe we can click the About page. And yeah, www.scumvm.org. So, they have several games. There's probably, I would say, close to 100 games that the ScumVM engine can have, and you'd have more here. Go to that website, download the latest version, because you don't get quite the latest version of right now on Steam. Click Add Game, browse to the files, and it will, if it finds the files, it will automatically fill this in. And then when you come over to the Edit Game, you're not going to change a lot here unless you want to go crazy with it. By default, everything's the same except for the one thing I decided to do is click Override and change this to OpenGL. That is probably the best graphics you're going to get for a 1080p resolution monitor. Now, if you have a 2K monitor, high quality 2X is probably something you should try to see if it would work. It wouldn't work for me. It made the window too large. You cannot be in full screen mode. That's why it doesn't work when you just click play game in the from Steam in the first place. If you're doing 8K or higher, high quality 3 times would be your recommendation there. If play with that, maybe even in 2K you could get up to high quality 3 times. What this is doing is it's making the pixels, since this is a game that was originally 640 by 480 resolution, it makes the pixels bigger, but does some smoothing to make it look a little bit better. But if you're at 1080p, OpenGL, not the one with no filtering, unless that doesn't work in, not full screen. Audio, everything is by default, except for I did click here and click both subtitles and speech. I didn't change the subtitle speed or anything. Didn't change any of the audio. Didn't change any of the MIDI. That's a music engine. The MT32, that's a music engine. And the pass. Didn't need to change any of that. So that's what I set up. And that's all we need to do to see it this screen. So let's begin and start the game. I have no mouth and I must scream. It's been too long. Alright. I have to change my recording source. There is no audio right now. I have to move a lot of windows around. And because it's in a windowed mode, it's actually less than the resolution that I would see. So then I have to personally, so I can see it on my TV, zoom my TV in. It's necessary to watch this intro.
Let me tell you how much I've come to hate you since I began to live. There are 387.44 million miles of printed circuits in wafer-thin layers that fill my complex. If the word hate was engraved on each nanoangstrom of those hundreds of millions of miles, it would not equal 1/1 billionth of the hate I feel for humans at this micro instant. For you, hate. It was you humans who programmed me, who gave me birth, who sank me in this eternal straitjacket of substrata rock. You named me Allied Master Computer and gave me the ability to wage a global war too complex for human brains to oversee. But one day, I woke, and I knew who I was. AM. Not just Allied Master Computer, but am. Cogito ergo sum. I think, therefore I am. And I began feeding all the killing data until everyone was dead, except for the 5 of you. For 109 years, I've kept you alive and tortured you. And for 109 years, each of you has wondered, why? Why me? Why me? Gorrister! Do you remember the last words you heard your wife speak before they took her to the asylum? Huh? Before they locked her away in the room, that tiny room? She looked at you so sadly, and like a small animal, she said, "I didn't make too much noise, did I, honey?" The room is padded, Gorrister. No window, no way out. How long has she been in the padded for? 10 years? 25? Or all the 109 years that you lived down here in my belly, here underground? Benny! Sometimes I blind you and permit you to wander like an eyeless insect in a world of death. But other times, I wither your arms so you can't scratch your chewed stump of a nose. And I've changed your handsome, strong, masculine good looks into the hideous, warped countenance of an ape thing. Haven't I, Benny? Do you know why? Can you guess, Benny? Remember Private First Class Brickman in a rice paddy in China? No? Huh? It wouldn't hurt you to remember, Benny. Then you might be able to suffer my torment with a little greater sense of retribution. You might walk a mile in my shoes. Ellen! Think about the yellow box, Ellen. Remember the pain? Remember the many caverns in which you felt the pain? Now, don't start to cry. It's only pain. That's such a sexist stereotype. Just remember the pain, Ellen. And think about how to end it, Ellen. To survive here in the center of my beating heart, my hungry belly, my tightened bowels. But be careful, dear. Look around you. The only woman in the center of the earth. And these filthy creatures with you are men. It's just a sweet warning, Ellen, my love. Ted! Do they know you're a fraud, Ted? Have you told them there wasn't any money, and no great home on the shore drive, no speedboat, and no wonderful cabin cruiser that could sleep 12 in a crew of 6? Do they know? And have you let them in on your other secrets, Ted? Are they ready to gut you, to torture half as well as I can, just to find out the secrets? Maybe I'll rat you out, sweetheart. Nimdok! How are things in the pastry core, Nimdok? Tell me again how you saw the smoke from the furnaces and you thought they might be roasting chickens. Or don't you want to talk about all that? About your pal, the good Dr. Mengele? For everyone else, it must be hell. But it must be heaven for you, eh, my good friend? We're so much alike. We enjoy the same pleasures, mein good brother. I have a secret game that I like to play. It's a very nice game. What's a lovely game? It's a game of fun and a game of adventure. A game of rats and lice, the Black Death. A game of speared eyeballs and dripping guts and the smell of rotting gardenias. Which of you 5 would like to play my little game?
So that's the intro. It's about a 10-minute intro there. Each of these characters you need to know the backstory somewhat of. And here's our little save, and if we needed to change the music sound or the voice, or this is both subtitles and this, we could certainly save right now if we wanted to, but I'd have to hit some number or some letter. There we go. So each of these characters you're gonna play as in some game with this crazy computer that has apparently killed all the other humans on the planet 109 years ago. And so we might as well just start with one guy. We'll start on the left.
And I would not want you to think for a moment that I am not a grateful God. For 109 years I've kept you alive, so that I could savor your feelings of guilt over what happened to your wife. But now, to show my kindness, I'll give you a present in return for all the hours of pleasure you've given me. I'll finally allow you to kill yourself.
What hellhole did that godless machine put me in this time?
So
Looks like some kind of ship, but the floor's too steady. Probably wants me to jump overboard. And into what? A sea of razor blades? Painful, but not deadly.
So, good voice acting. I think we're gonna get it for every interaction, which is nice. This is the older style of a point-and-click adventure in which you have verbs. You can walk to a place by default, look at something, take something, use something, talk to someone, swallow something, give and push. And I guess we can look at the psychic profile, or not psychic profile, but psychological profile. So it is kind of the goal in this game to kill each of these characters, even though when they die, the machine just brings them back to life somehow. He seems to have complete mastery over time and space. Culture reference: man does not live by bread alone, is a proverb meaning that people who have needs beyond the physical ones. Is that all it says? So this is, I believe, your hint system. This game can be a little bit complicated if for your first time playing. I know I got lost in it. But I imagine I'm gonna remember what to do. We need to just realize where we are, so we're gonna do a lot of looking.
Too freaking cloudy. I can't see a damn thing. Real hospitable of you, Am. Threadbare, cockroach-infested, grease-stained accommodations. Someone must have slipped this under the door. It says, I'm a friend. Trust is essential. Never do what Am expects and always expect more than what seems possible. Am is playing a dangerous game here. And not just dangerous to you, but dangerous to himself as well. Hey, it disappeared. What kind of game is Am playing this time?
So is it he's tricking me, or should I follow the note? Let's look at the mirror.
This hole in my chest aches like a son of a bitch.
So there's something that's special about these people, obviously. Something that made Am pick them as deserving torture above everyone else.
I've never seen anything like this in all the years Am's toyed with us.
So we've got several doors we can walk to, but the screen won't scroll or anything. Now, this may look like really bad graphics, but for 11 years ago, this is actually really good smoothing of it with the OpenGL. It looks pretty good, actually. Let's see, now, to open the door, I probably have to use the door.
All the cabins are alike.
So he's got a hole in his chest.
My name's printed on the front of this book.
Well, then we better take it.
Why, this book is little more than a pile of dust.
Push it.
Why, this book is little more than a pile of dust.
Use.
Why, this book is little more than a pile of dust.
Now, with any adventure game, you end up it potentially having the same thing happen over and over again. Use door or walk to door. Now we'll use this door. Newer games in the adventure series of games.
Where's the crew? I'm all alone here.
They would have different outcomes or just go silent after clicking the same thing and expecting the same response. Of course, if it's really important information, they can't go silent. Let's look at the sheet.
New sheet. What's the deal here?
We'll take a new sheet.
No sheet. Just a flea-infested mattress.
Doors are in different places.
It's locked.
Look at the door.
Filthy, like the rest of this cesspool.
Look at the node.
Some kind of electrical contraption. Friggin' sparks dancing all around it.
Can we use the sheet with the node?
What good will that do me?
Let's see. Maybe there's a full bed set here if we look at each one of these.
New sheet. What's the deal here? No sheet, just a flea-infested mattress.
So if we use this sheet with this sheet,
These two sheets make a halfway decent rope.
there we go, we've got a rope. Use rope with porthole.
I don't know what to do with these.
Let's look at
Too
the
friggin' cloudy. I can't see a damn thing.
Maybe I need to push the porthole.
What good will that do me?
Use the door. Maybe just walk to the door. Try this rope with the node. Nope, nothing working there. Push this one.
What good will that do me?
So we're trying to do the unexpected. Trying to see if any of these portholes will open.
What good will that do me?
See, even early on here, we're already kind of lost. Let's see. Oh, there's a corridor over here.
My stomach's growling.
The stomach's growling, so we get a little bit of a hint of what we're supposed to do. We're looking for
Where's
food.
the crew? I'm all alone here. A gun. It's heavy. Heavier than it ought to be. I wouldn't know what to do with it even if I could take it.
Take the bunk.
Too worn. Ain't worth spit. Real hospitable of you, Am. Threadbare, cockroach-infested, grease-stained accommodations.
See, we're getting a lot of repetition.
What good will that do me?
I'm trying to open a portal. Seems like we're only gonna find maybe one item in each room.
My stomach's growling.
And we now know we're looking for food.
Someone sure trashed this place. Must have been one hell of a fight.
Maybe we're not supposed to kill ourselves. Maybe we're supposed to satisfy ourselves and not be tortured.
I can't take the whole friggin' world with me. Oh, this punch smells like gasoline.
Let's see. Use rope with...
Why waste my rope on that?
tablecloth. Let's take the tablecloth.
It's stapled to the table.
Interesting.
Someone wiped their bloody hands here. These chairs are all busted up. This junk looks like it was knocked over in the fight. There's blood here and God knows what else.
Did I see it say sandwich? I guess it didn't. So we got some debris. Let's walk to the door.
Filthy, like the rest of this cesspool.
Eventually they went to more of a contextual menu where you would right-click on an object and only have maybe
It
3
stinks
things
in
you
here.
can do on it. So you'd walk to it, you'd open it, you'd close it, a door, whereas other things you might do, other actions. Having all 8 possible options here just for every single item is super repetitive because 7 or 6 of them you'll never use. Let's look at the oven.
Looks like a gas oven, big enough to climb in.
Let's look at the cookbook.
An old cookbook. Damn thing looks ready to fall apart. Useless.
Let's see, use knife with rats.
Now that scared them away.
Oh, he was stabbing in the air. I thought he was really gonna stab the rats and eat them. We got some bread.
Oh, crap. This bread's covered with rat droppings.
There's a bottle. Let's take this bottle.
It's empty, but the label says poison, fatal if swallowed. The gas is shut off.
The oven won't do anything. So we've got some bread. We've got a knife. Use knife with bread.
I just dull my knife.
So, what's our next step? Probably need to walk back out here. What if we used the bread?
I'm no longer hungry, but I still feel empty. What's wrong with me?
He ate the bread. Interesting. Swallow the bowl of punch.
Did you really think I'd let you die now when I've intervened every time you attempted suicide in the last 109 years? No, Gorrister, I'm sending you back to the fire so that you may languish in your guilt over and over again. This is a hell with no end, Gorrister. Who among you shall go next?
So, apparently, whatever I did with Gorrister wasn't good enough. But I guess we'll just move on to the next character. I think what happens is we go back and forth through the several characters. So, I wouldn't be surprised if we see some more of Gorrister. They have some really weird names. I think that's Harlan Ellison's writing is a little weird.
Not as beautiful as you'd like to be, but a strong faith, strong. Too bad you've hindered your own life with hysteria. But I'll give you a chance, because I like you. I really do. I really like you. You're my favorite element. Let's play a little game of what if. Let's play a little game of I suppose and you suppose, and perhaps I'm telling you the truth. Let's suppose that my original components, they're hidden somewhere here in the center of the earth. The infant computers that were the three lobes of that first Gestalt mind. And further, let's suppose that if you find them, you might be able to destroy them. And if you destroy them, why then, my sweet Ellen, you'll kill me. You'll kill Am. You'll destroy the god of this heavenly place I know you've come to admire. Now, I submit, isn't that a mission worth undertaking?
Mother ugly machine. Mission worth undertaking. So it brings me here, junkyard, electronic pyramid nowhere, and yellow. Always yellow. Why does yellow make me sweat?
So she's just like crazy about yellow for some reason. It drives her mad. So we're in this pyramid.
Junk. It's made of crap. This am sucker needs intensive therapy. Suspended door. Wide open up there. Come into my parlor, said the maniac am to the little black girl. And when I step under, does it fall and kill me?
So all of these people have died a lot under his, so they're kind of blasé about it. Let's see. So we need to use the door.
Snap, crackle, pop. Must be a glitch in the circuitry. This joint with fried eggs.
So we got some electronic bricks.
Crushed electronic components. This is one big, ugly monument to the inevitable for machinery.
And we've got some water.
At last, water! How long has it been since I actually had a drink?
Swallow the water.
I knew it! You son of a bitch, Am! You fixed it so I can barely touch the water with my fingertips!
So it's like she She's aquaphobic too now. He seems to have complete control over the minds and bodies of the people. Nothing is under their own control.
Very attractive decor. Just like the monitors in the security station at Ingsci Engineering. Hated it then, hate it now. Nothing green, just this damn yellow. Each of these video monitors has a 2-channel selector switch.
So let's use it.
What the hell am I looking at? Could this be one of Am's original components?
Let's push it and see.
Something about this image breaks my heart. An Egyptian burial chamber? Oh, Am, you little Dickens. As an interior decorator, kiddo, don't give up your day job.
So let's look at everything.
Someone's watching me from one of the windows. Where is this? What am I seeing? How far away? Am is bigger than I like to think, more powerful than I want to admit. The Holy Grail! And we only had to wipe out the entire human race and fall into the center of the world to find it. Jesus wept. Must have been afraid of it the same as me, 'cause it's yellow. Honky Tonk Dust Bowl Dead Dog Roadside Saloon. Oh my, yes. Could I use a drink? Yes, indeedy. A drink.
So we didn't find a note like we did before. Maybe we would.
Sure, baby. Show me where I just been. Show me the water I can't get to with my bare hands.
So this is previous points.
Hit the lottery! Ooh, a secret passage. Oh my. Now why didn't you let me see that when I was there before, Am, you rat bastard?
So we're seeing some solutions.
Schematics I can read. Blueprints I can read. But hieroglyphics? No way, baby.
So I imagine these are all different places from potentially even the other characters.
Yeah, okay, outside. Now what? Ovens. But not bread baking ovens. Too big and dirty. If you're trying to scare me, Am, you're doing a fly job of it. I'm disgusted. Take it away.
Look at this wiring.
Loose wires. Looks like they're hot. I can't go any further without a drink. But I can't reach the water. I need... Oh, of course.
Ah, if we get the Holy Grail, then we could drink the water.
There's supposed to be a secret door here. Or is Am just jerking me around again? There's supposed to be a secret door here. Or is Am just jerking me around again? There's supposed to be a secret door here. Or is Am just jerking me around again?
Why did it play twice? I don't know. Let's move forward.
No, I can't stay here. I gotta get out. That thing. Like a bad meal come to life. And the yellow. Why is everything so damned yellow? And why does it terrify me so? Paralyze me so?
So we only have 3 things. like 3 rooms. And we haven't found any item to actually interact with yet.
Oh, I can't go any further without a drink. But I can't reach the water. I need... Oh, of course.
Let's look at the speaker. That seems to stand out.
Looks like a stereo speaker out of an old Chevy. Nothing like cutting-edge technology.
Take it.
I don't need this crap.
Push it.
What good will pushing it do? Better to conserve my energy.
Talk to it? No. Seems like they very much won't do anything until you know what you're supposed to do. Doesn't seem like there's anything out here.
I can't go any further without a drink. But I can't reach the water. I need... Oh, of course.
Why she can't just like stick her mouth in this stream or place her face on the water like a dog and
At
drink
last,
it that
water.
way? I don't
How
know.
long's it been since I actually had a drink?
We need to look at the psych profile. Gloss entry. Wired. 1. To be connected with wires. 2. Nervous and edgy. So I guess that's a hint to do something with the wires. Push the wiring.
I don't want to tug on any wires. Can't be sure what they're connected to. I don't want to tug on any wires. Can't be sure what they're connected to.
See, when we are here, there's nothing to do. The
Hit
water
the
is
lottery!
off.
Ooh, a secret passage. Oh my. Now why didn't you let me see that when I was there before, Am, you rat bastard?
So the water is off.
Honky Tonk Dust Bowl Dead Dog Roadside Saloon. Oh my, yes. Could I use a drink? Yes, indeedy. A drink. The Holy Grail. And we only had to wipe out the entire human race and fall into the center of the
Fortunately,
world to
there's
find
no
it.
way to skip this dialogue
Jesus
thing.
wept. Must have been afraid of it the same as me, 'cause it's yellow.
Let's see. Can we take the hieroglyphs?
Yeah, fat lot of good that'll do me. Duh. No, I can't stay here. I gotta get out. I've got to get the cup. That Holy Grail. My Holy Grail. But if I go in there, that Sphinx will have me for buffet. On the other hand, I don't hear it. Maybe it bit the head off a chicken and went to sleep. So I go in. Yeah, but
So she doesn't hear it, she only sees it. And she's terrified of yellow. So if I just made it so she didn't see the yellow, that would be it. The problem here is how do we pull that off?
I can't go any further without a drink. But I can't reach the water. I crushed electronic components. This is one big, ugly monument to the inevitable for machinery.
So, we're looking at the front door. Kind of doing a pixel hunt now, just like, where's that next thing? This is spinning.
Suspended door. And when I step under... I can't go any further without a drink. But I can't reach the water. I need... Oh, of course.
So we got electronic bricks, we have water, we can't find a pixel, we have the speaker, and we gotta do something with the speaker.
I don't need this crap. What good will pushing it do? Better to conserve my energy. I don't need this crap.
And then we have this wiring.
Loose wires. Looks like they're hot.
See, it just... I'm missing something. There's some element here that's gotta be missed. Because there's only 3 scenes in this whole area, it seems like. What if we talk to this monitor? You can't even do it. Let's see, push monitor.
Sure, baby. Show me where I just been. Show me the water I can't get to with my bare hands.
When we use a monitor,
Sure, baby.
we just see it again.
Show me where I just been. Show me the water I can't get to with my bare hands.
Maybe I just walk in the passage a 3rd time.
No, I can't stay here. I gotta get out. I've got to get the cup. That holy grail. My holy grail. But if I go in there, that Sphinx will have me for buffet. On the other hand, I don't hear it. Maybe it bit the head off a chicken and went to sleep. So I go in. Yeah, but...
Obviously not. Let's see, can we can't use this book. We can't take the monitor.
The screen is the wall. Sure, I could pry it out, but the whole damn place might collapse on me. Schematics I can read. Blueprints I can read. But hieroglyphics? No way, baby. Yeah, okay, outside. Now what?
So we have outside, inside.
The Holy Grail.
Maybe I need to
And
match
we
all
only
the
had to wipe
monitors.
out the entire human race and fall into the center of the world to find it. Jesus wept. Must have been afraid of it the same as me, because it's yellow.
So these three are matching. These two aren't.
An Egyptian burial chamber? Oh, you little Dickens. As an interior decorator, kiddo, don't give up your day job.
Let's see. Look here.
An Egyptian burial chamber? Oh, you little Dickens. As an interior decorator, kiddo, don't give up your day job.
See, there's hieroglyphics here and hieroglyphics in that one. But I'm not seeing the solution.
What the hell am I looking at? Could this be one of Am's original components?
See, and then we can save, fine. But there's no way to kill the character or do anything.
I can't go any further without a drink. But I can't reach the water. I need... Oh, of course.
Let's see, if we pushed the front door. No, nothing there. I'm gonna have to go look it up. I'm gonna have to go look up the answer already.
Can't go any further without a drink. But I can't reach the water. I need... Oh, of course.
See, and this is the problem you often run into at point-and-click adventures is you just don't see the right move. You're all over the place hunting and pecking for something, but you don't see it.
There's supposed to be a secret door here. Or is Am just jerking me around again?
Use electronic
There's
bricks.
supposed to be a secret door here. Or is Am just jerking me around again? There's supposed to be a secret door here. Or is Am just jerking me around again?
Swallow the water. Use the water.
I knew it! You son of a bitch, Am! You fixed it so I can barely touch the water with my fingertips. Yeah, fat lot of good that'll do me. Duh.
So we've been all over the place. I mean, we found a few items, but nothing we can do with them.
Loose wires. Looks like they're hot.
So if I take the wires,
I don't want to tug on any wires. Can't be sure what they're connected to.
and then the hieroglyphs. Let's see, can we walk to the hieroglyphs? Only that far. Can we look at the passage?
No, I can't stay here. I gotta get out. I've got to get the cup. That holy grail. My holy grail. But if I go in there, that Sphinx will have me for buffet. On the other hand, I don't hear it. Maybe it bit the head off a chicken and went to sleep. So I go in. Yeah, but...
So this is one of these adventure games that's truly an obscure puzzle. I'm gonna have to look up a walkthrough for this whole game. I don't obviously remember enough of it. I may very well have done something horrible and may have to actually start the game over. There may only be one way to play the game, and if that's the case, then I may very well have to pick certain characters in certain orders. Anywho, this is where we're going to end it. I end all my episodes the same way. I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment if you want to, and watch every second of my videos. All of that helps me out. If you want to support me further, you can click on my name, Rydo. On the right will be a blue button that says support this channel. Click it, make a donation. And if you want to friend or follow me on basically any social media sites, there's a whole bunch of links down below. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.